What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Snyder Cut video and also the Captain Marvel comic video, as well, comics, they've been a bit bad this year, to be honest. I think as a whole, comics have been pretty terrible. I haven't really enjoyed that many of them. I think the breakout this year for many people has been the Immortal Incredible Hulk, which I haven't actually read. I didn't really enjoy Al Ewing's writing, but I've heard that it's very, very good, so I'm going to go and check that out. My personal favourite, Batman, by Tom King, hasn't been that popular. A few others, and just generally it feels a bit meh. It just doesn't really feel like there's much standout. And I don't really feel like there's been much in the way of must-read. The only real thing that I've actually enjoyed fully has been either The Flash or, of course, the J.J. Abrams Spider-Man, which was quite shocking. So if you want to drop some recommendations down below, just let me know. But what we've got happening here is Captain Marvel is not doing that well, guys. Captain Marvel, the comic. I don't know if you watched my video I did quite a while back on the life of Captain Marvel, where it's revealed that her mother was a Kree, and it pretty much changed her origin massively when we've just got a Marvel movie origin there just a couple of months previously, which is absolutely bizarre because usually they try and have some corporate synergy and keep them going hand in hand, but they haven't here. And this is coming from cosmicbook.news, which is a great comic book. I get a lot of my news from there as well. It's dropped 10,000 in sales, which is massive. It's massive. The fact that Captain Marvel has dropped 27,498 sales there for Captain Marvel number 10, and the previous issue was 37,888 there. And let's not forget that Captain Marvel number 9 introduced Star. That's a new, I know, who cares? It's a awful character there that they've introduced, and Captain Marvel is not doing that well whatsoever. Poor Captain Marvel is having a bad time. So what they're doing is they're trying to make her break bad. So we'll be seeing Captain Marvel kill an Avenger. This is the big thing they're doing here, to possibly to try and get some sales, because the comic book, it's really not doing that well at all. The stories are rubbish. I think that I read the first kind of 3 issues and I dropped off. I just did not care absolutely one bit. We saw a more grounded Carol Danvers drop here on Earth, and I've not really been a fan of her since Civil War 2, where she was a bit of a dick, and Tony Stark was right, weirdly, there, and we will be seeing her become evil. And unfortunately, the whole of Marvel just feels rubbish. It doesn't feel united whatsoever. I think DC has a better synergy across all of its properties at the moment, albeit Doomsday Clock and Justice Society, that's taken its while to actually happen. But overall, with the Doom War, kind of the Year of the Villain is going amazingly. It's really working. Things connect if you read multiple different parts of the comics. Things like Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, they all just feel muted and kind of on autopilot as a whole. But Captain Marvel is suffering here with these sales. Captain Marvel hasn't really been a big name, I would say, before the movie, and you'd think that after the movie we'd get some big things there. But no, she is dropping in sales and is at risk of cancellation here. Now, I think they'd probably just keep her as a loss leader. The headlines of Captain Marvel being cancelled before Captain Marvel 2 coming out, that's not very good. But Kevin Feige is taking over comics here, so expect more of the agenda push there from Kevin Feige, which I love the MCU. I haven't really got much of a bad thing to say about it, to be honest. I just wish we had a Black Widow movie before she, died in Endgame. But Captain Marvel, we don't know when she's getting a sequel. We don't know where she's popping up next. We don't know what is actually happening. But Captain Marvel is going dark. She's going dark. She has a sort of weird sort of look to her that we're going to be getting. And the fact that we saw Star break out prison of the Raft. I expect that this is going to be a bait and switch. This isn't going to be Captain Marvel. This isn't going to be a Dark Phoenix sort of thing. This is simply going to be she's going to steal her identity there. Captain Marvel won't be Captain Marvel. It'll be a big reveal at the end that it wasn't her. Surprise, surprise. She comes in, saves the day. That's essentially what we're going to be getting here, I think. But it's not looking good. The social justice comics there just doesn't pay. Get woke, go broke is pretty much the nature of the beast there, unfortunately. And even Superman is suffering as well at the altar of wokeness, because Action Comics has been absolutely bloody atrocious. The Red Mist storyline, everything like that has been awful. But stalwarts like Batman, Flash, they're doing amazingly. I mean, there are some great things in Marvel. I'm not gonna lie. The X-Men reboot has been near perfect. We've got Venom, which is again near perfect, and Nick Spencer's Spider-Man. It's all right. It's all right. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's okay. Which is the best thing you can say about Marvel at the moment. But another thing that's happening that has continued to trend, I mean, we're looking at, 2 years now? Since the Justice League came out. And Jason Momoa, your boy, the Aquaman movie, I loved it. I thought it was great. But what we've got here as well is a hint of the Snyder Cut. He's put an Instagram post up of his character in the movie killing or stabbing Steppenwolf there, and they are on Apocalypse for Steppenwolf to be beheaded at the altar of Darkseid. Many leaks came out before the movie saying that we will see Darkseid at the end of the movie. It will be a tease towards the second movie, and many people wondering why Steppenwolf was the villain of this. Well, it was very much up to Steppenwolf to take over, and Darkseid will step up and he'll be like, I'm going to do it myself, bro. I've got this. And then we'll see Darkseid fight and things like that, and we'll see sort of what happens, because you can tell in the Snyder or the cinema version that we saw the flashback and everything like that, the original war. There was more to it. There was definitely more to it. There were things in the trailer that weren't in it, and it seems like it was very, very edited, which was a complete and utter shame. But the Snyder Cut is real. We know this is real. It's so obvious that it's real. Or it is a guerrilla marketing scheme which has played us all for fools for an eventual ultimate cut of the movie. But I think that we will see this. I think that this cut is going to be very, very cool. Momoa said, I've seen it. I've seen the Snyder Cut. Oh, you don't think Zack could finish it? It's interesting. As well, we saw Zack Snyder post a new image featuring Ezra Miller as Barry Allen with Kirstie Clements as Iris West, which makes all sorts of sense here. I mean, it's interesting. Are we going to see it? Are we going to finally see it? If they release it, they will make an absolute ton of freaking money there, because Justice League, while in the actual movie, was pretty crap. But if it was edited better, if we had more kind of stuff to it, if there was more stuff in it, if there was more nuance, more kind of world building, then that's what probably make a better movie. I mean, the Ultimate Edition of Batman vs Superman made a lot more sense. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that the Snyder Cut is real? And what do you think of social justice kind of Marvel comics? Are they down in the dumps, or are they due a big return? Let me know. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.